Long before the gods of Olympus sat on their thrones, the Earth Mother Gaia and the Sky Father Uranus brought forth a race of giants unlike any other. The Cyclops. They were not born as monsters. They were born as makers. With one single glowing eye centered on their foreheads, they saw the world differently. That eye did not wander. It focused. It burned. It let them see the heart of fire, the veins of stone, and the raw pulse of lightning itself. And so the first Cyclops became the greatest smiths and builders the world had ever known. Deep inside volcanic mountains, where lava ran like rivers, they worked in endless heat and darkness. It was their hands that forged Zeus' thunderbolt. It was their breath that shaped Poseidon's trident. It was their craft that made Hades' helmet of invisibility, a thing that could hide even from the eyes of gods. But power frightens those who rule. Uranus feared what he had created, and so he chained the Cyclops and cast them down into Tartarus, into the deepest pit where light does not reach. Years passed. Centuries. Until the Titan Cronus rose and broke their chains. The Cyclops repaid him with loyalty and with weapons. Yet when Zeus overthrew Cronus, the new king of gods looked at the Cyclops and saw the same danger his father had seen. And so again they were imprisoned. Again they were cast aside. The younger Cyclops would not wait to be caged a second time. They fled. They left the forges, left the mountains, left the service of gods. They walked away from civilization and into the wild places of the world. Into caves carved by the sea. Into misty islands no map remembered. They traded hammers for clubs, and armor for sheepskins. No more building for others. Only surviving for themselves. That is how the legend changed. The builders became the giants. The creators became the ones men feared in stories told around fires. And of them all, one name endured through time. Polyphemus. Son of Poseidon, lord of the sea. He was the last of his kind to walk alone. On a rocky island shrouded in mist, he lived in a cave with his flock of giant sheep. His body was massive, his skin rough like stone, his hair and beard wild and black. He wore primitive furs and carried a club taller than the tallest tree. And in the center of his forehead burned one large eye, glowing like molten bronze. It saw everything. It missed nothing. Men who came to his island learned quickly that Polyphemus lived by no king's law and no city's rule. Only the law of the cave, the flock, and the sea. The sailors who escaped told the tale. The poets who followed wrote it down. And the story changed him forever in the minds of men. But beyond the fear, beyond the roar and the club, there was something else. The Cyclops were a warning. A reminder that great power without a place to belong turns into solitude. That a gift without guidance becomes heavy to carry. That to see the world with such clarity, with one unblinking eye, is sometimes to see how alone you truly are. Even now, when the wind howls through sea caves and the fog rolls over lonely islands, people say you can still hear it. The footsteps of a giant. The echo of a single eye watching from the dark. The origin of the Cyclops was not in monstrosity. It was in creation. And their history is the story of what happens when creators are cast out, and are forced to become legends.